Welcome to Camping with the Coles. Spring is here. We can feel it in the air. We're so looking forward to our next season. We're getting excited.
We are getting excited, except we don't look very spring-like, do we? We need more color.
Really.
Anyway, we want to share with you what you've all been asking for. Where will we be going in Season 7? We are here to tell you.
We've actually already started Season 7, and we did that at Bruce Peninsula National Park when we stayed in a yurt. And that was in January, I think 23rd to the 26th. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, go back and check that out.
That was an amazing camping experience.
It was great. We did the My Eco Adventures, the hike to the grotto. It was so cool. That's put on by the Bruce Peninsula Biosphere Association. Great charitable organization. So we had a lot of fun with that.
Yes, definitely.
But now we've got the whole rest of the season to talk about.
So where are we heading first? In May, we are going to be going somewhere close to us, somewhere we haven't been before. We tend not to go in our own backyards, but here we are. We are doing a conservation area, and it's Pinehurst.
Pinehurst Lake.
Yes, Pinehurst Lake Conservation Area.
That is part of the Grand River Conservation Authority, and it is like less than half an hour from our house. So that is a great shakedown trip. The beginning trip of every season is good to be close to home to do a shakedown trip, because we often forget stuff at the beginning of the season.
Always. As many of you are probably the same boat as us, and you got to write down your list of everything you forgot.
And Cheryl keeps a good list on that first trip. We haven't had it where we've had to...
Nothing drastic.
No, nothing major.
No.
But on
There's
our next
always
trip, we're much better prepared.
Things. Yeah. So hopefully we can check out a few small towns in the area. Paris, Ayr.
Yeah, it's between Paris, Ayr, and Cambridge.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can find, what mischievousness we can get into.
Exactly. Then from there, we're going to be going back to Pinery Provincial Park. Now, we've done park reviews of Pinery in seasons 2 and 5. So we decided that there isn't a real need to do a full park review, where we talk about all the campsites and all the different things in the park. So we are just going to kind of do more of a camping vlog. So it is going to be like a between the park reviews type video. We are going to see if there's anything updated in the park. We're going to talk about that. We're still going to do some hiking and some paddling. We're going to be hanging out with some friends.
Yep.
And it's going to be a between the parks type review.
That's right. And so the next one we will be going to is MacGregor Point Provincial Park, one of our faves.
Our old standby, a place we've been going to for decades.
So we have 3 videos out on that one already.
Yeah, those are in season 1, 2, and 5. So again, it's a between the park reviews type of video.
We don't want to bore you too much with the repetitiveness.
We're going to have a lot of families, a lot of friends that are going to be here for that one.
So our yearly gathering, I guess.
Yeah. And I think what we're going to do in that is we're going to do kind of a behind the scenes sort of thing.
Kind of show you how things work from our end. And
I probably will show you some of our camera equipment and show how we do some of the shots that we do. Sometimes people think some of the shots are drone shots that aren't actually drone shots, and we're going to show you some of that. So that should be fun.
Then next on our list, again, another conservation area, very close to us, about 12 minutes away.
Yes.
Laurel Creek Conservation Area. So we've never been to this park before. I mean, we've done the day stuff. Even as kids, we do field trips there. Our kids have gone there for field trips, so we've known that side of it, but not the camping part of it.
Right. We've never camped there before. It's also part of the Grand River Conservation Authority.
Correct.
And it's in a great part of the province where we live. It's a nice part of the province. We will probably be checking out the St. Jacobs Farmers Market, which is the largest indoor-outdoor farmers market in Ontario, in Canada.
In Canada, yes. It's great. It's a good one.
That's a really cool farmers market to go to. We'll probably be checking out the town of St. Jacobs. It's a quaint little touristy town.
Yep.
And then maybe hitting a brewery like the Block 3 Brewery. So, we'll be checking out a bunch of stuff outside of the park. The park itself is pretty small.
It's very small, yes.
Yeah.
But
so it won't take a lot.
Check it off the list.
Yeah, it won't take a lot to do the park review. So that's what we'll check out the area around. And then we're going to be heading down to New York State. Last year, we did 2 New York State parks. They were awesome. That was Letchworth.
And Watkins Glen.
Right. So this year, we're going to do 3. We're going to start off with Allegany State Park,
Yep.
which is on the border of New York and Pennsylvania. And it is the
largest park in New York State. What is it called? The Wilderness Playground of Western New York.
I guess that's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
So that's a huge park.
Bigger than Letchworth.
Yeah, we thought Letchworth was huge, and Letchworth was exhausting.
Yeah, we went full force checking out that park. We're going to have to see how we compare doing Allegany. It's going to be a challenge.
Yeah. And from there, we're going to go do some smaller ones, so that's good. We're going to go to Taughannock State Park.
Not Taughannock.
Or Taughannock. I think it's Taughannock State Park.
I never know how to say these parks' names.
And that's on the shore of Cayuga Lake, and it's in the Finger Lakes region.
Yeah.
And we love the Finger Lakes region. That's where Watkins Glen is. There's wineries all around that area, so we're probably going to be checking out a winery.
Yep. Love
And
those.
from there, we're going to
Sampson State Park, which is 10 miles, 10 kilometers from Three Brothers Winery, which we reviewed in our Watkins Glen video. So if you want to check that out, you can check it there.
That's the coolest winery we've ever been to.
Yeah. So we're going to just be so close. We'll have to check it out again, I guess.
Maybe. Or there are so many other wineries around there, we might check out some other wineries.
We can check those out as well.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Then, from there,
We're
going
going to Algonquin Park again, one of our faves.
and we're going to be going to the Pog Lake Campground. And the last time we did a review of Pog Lake Campground was in season 1. So it is definitely time for an update.
Definitely.
Now, the one thing we can't do is we can't tell you the site number that
Nope.
we got.
Can't tell.
Because we got the best campsite in all of the
Our
interior
favorite
parks.
site. Yes.
Now, those who know. Mm-hmm. And they might be able to tell when we're there, but we can't say it.
Don't anybody say.
No, because it is the best site. And
We're looking forward to it.
We've been there once before to that site. Last year, for the whole season, I tried to get in.
Couldn't get in.
This year, I tried it again. And what I would do is I'd go onto the Ontario Parks website for POG, and I would look at the calendar view and see when it becomes available. And each day it became available, I'd be on at 7 a.m. or just prior to 7 a.m., and I'd be trying to book that park. And all last year, didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
A few tries here, and then bam, we got it.
I think our turn finally came around again.
Yep. So we're very excited to head there.
We had to be
and do
patient.
that.
Yes. So looking forward to that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And next, what y'all been waiting for, we're finally doing some northern parks. We're doing a 7-park northern tour of not the whole Boreal route. We're kind of shrinking it down too many because some people didn't want to do the extended version, but I did. Others did not. It was too far.
The Boreal route is a great route to take, and we originally were looking at that.
Yes.
But it was just a little too much, I thought. So we're doing a mini Boreal route.
Yeah.
The last time we did a 7-park trip was in season number 4, when we did our trip to Sleeping Giant and back.
Yeah.
And that was exhausting.
It was tiring.
So we even said, we'll never do that again. We're never going to do 7 parks again. So I guess it's never.
Well, I think this might be a tiny bit easier, I think, because they're smaller parks, too.
Yes.
Yes, so...
Well, first of all, booking these sites,
yes.
we're going with 2 other couples. So it was every 3 days, we're getting on the computer, we're in a group text, and we got 6 computers going, and we're trying to get sites.
Yeah.
And we may not have gotten every exact site that we were looking to get, but we got into every park.
It wasn't too difficult because they're smaller parks, they're far north, away from Toronto, so it's a tiny bit easier to get into those ones.
Yeah, the further you go from Toronto, the easier it is to get into a park because people just don't want to drive that far. But we will.
So, the first park we are heading to is, I want to say Marten, but it's Marten?
Marten River.
Marten River, yes.
Yeah, that's the closest park to North Bay that we'll be going to. And none of these parks have we been to before, with the exception...
We have not.
Well, one we did.
Oh, yes.
But it was in the 80s.
Yes.
And I don't even remember it.
No, it was too long ago.
No. So
we're that old.
After Marten River, we are going to be going to...
Finlayson.
Finlayson,
right?
Finlayson Point.
Finlayson Point. Well, I don't know why they have to always be 2 words.
I don't know.
It makes it too confusing. Anyway, so we're going to be going there.
Yep.
And
then from there, we are going to be going
Esker Lakes.
Esker Lakes.
So in between, we're going to pop into Kap-Kig-Iwan.
Yes.
And do a
Kap-Kig-Iwan.
little quick tour of that park, because I don't think it's too huge that we need to spend an extended amount of time.
No,
but we want to
people,
visit.
Yeah, many people are telling us that we have to check out the waterfall there and do the hike to the waterfall. So that's why we're stopping in. We're going to do that hike, check out the waterfall, and then continue on our way to Esker Lakes Provincial Park.
And then back in the 80s, way back then, we did a backcountry trip in May. How dumb were we?
We knew nothing back then about camping, and we were doing a backcountry canoe trip with Jamie and Kelly, actually.
Yeah. We got eaten alive.
The black flies were incredible.
I never seen so much blood spots on our body.
I was wearing a white t-shirt, and then Cheryl's asking me, what are all the red spots? There's just little blood spots everywhere. So
Couldn't even go to the bathroom without getting bit.
yeah.
It was bad.
So that's kind of our whole memory of Esker Lakes Provincial Park.
So let's create a nice, beautiful memory now.
Right,
in
and
our
this time we're
trailer.
going to be going in August.
Yeah, so hopefully that's a good time.
So hopefully no bugs.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Now, in this group of 7,
Yeah.
Esker Lakes is the first one that's in the boreal forest.
Yes.
It's the first of 4 we do in the boreal forest. The rest are in the Great Lakes St. Lawrence Forest region. So,
Next, we are off to Kettle Lakes Provincial Park.
park number 2 in the boreal forest.
And then we are off to Ivanhoe Lake Provincial Park. It's like
Park
fish.
number 3 in the boreal forest.
And lastly,
It's not lastly, but it's lastly in the boreal
in
forest.
the boreal forest is Wakami or Wakami or
Wakami?
I don't know.
I don't know how to say it.
It's one of those 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we're heading. And that is the only park that we're going to that has no hydro sites whatsoever.
Right.
So that's okay. We did this when we were in Ristoul.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
we're good.
Bruce Peninsula and stuff.
We got our
So
batteries. We got our power station. We're good.
we're set up quite well to do probably up to 5 days without power.
Yeah.
So
we're just
we'll
doing
have no
3
problem
nights.
there.
So the last park that we are doing on our 7-park tour is Halfway Lake Provincial Park. And that wraps up that trip.
Yep, that's the closest park to Sudbury. And then we head home from there, where we're going to spend a couple of weeks recuperating from that big trip, doing a lot of video editing. And then we are back to the parks of the St. Lawrence.
That's right. And this time we are going to Ivy Lee Campground.
Good for you. You got it right.
Finally got it right. And with all our other campground bookings, you get 2 free passes to either Upper Canada Village or the Fort Henry. And since we did Upper Canada already, we are going to do probably Fort Henry, which is closer to that campground. So hopefully we can get some video footage of that.
Yeah, Fort Henry is in Kingston, and the Ivy Lee Campground is very close to Kingston.
And the bridge.
And the bridge that is a border crossing into New York State.
Mm-hmm.
When we were at the other parks, which were McLaren, Woodlands, and
Upper Canada Migratory Bird Sanctuary.
UCMBS, very good. She got it right.
Yeah.
It's like pike,
See, you can't even do it.
pike, perch, and peckerel.
Now you know how I feel
Yes.
every time.
Okay.
Okay.
But you have never been able to get that one right. The
I
Upper
know.
Canada Migratory
It's
Bird
too many
Sanctuary.
words for my brain.
So those ones were close to Cornwall, and that was close to the Upper Canada Village. That's why we did that then. Okay.
So,
We're into September.
okay. So, our oldest daughter, Amy, is getting married in September. So, we're going to take a bit of time off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not really going to be time off. We're going to be busy with that. So that's
Well,
an
yeah.
exciting time.
Yeah, but off of camping
Yeah.
trips. So,
Then-
at the end of September, beginning of October, we're going to be heading back to Algonquin because it's my favorite time of year, the fall. I love camping in the fall.
Yeah. We haven't booked that yet because it's too far away.
Yeah.
So we can't book that yet.
So, hopefully, we get in.
Yeah, we can't say for sure what campground we're going to be going to, but we love it there. We've been there in the fall at Canis Bay and at Mew Lake. So, yeah, we'll see how it is then. It's tough to get in then because it's a
Very
very busy
touristy, lots of tourist buses.
All the leaf peepers.
Crazy on the weekends. Yeah, it's bad. I wouldn't normally like to do that at that time of year, but that's my favorite time to go. So, and it's the best views.
When we're there during the weekday, that's when we like to get out and explore and do all the all the hikes. When we're there on the weekend, we kind of stick to the campground because it's nuts leaving the campground.
Yeah, because they'll shut down some of the hiking trails because they're just too busy. So the last trip I think we have planned is for Thanksgiving weekend again. So we're not sure where we want to go yet. We want to maybe try a different Halloween Thanksgiving park, but we want to see for sure what is going to be available at that time. So we have to wait.
Last year we at Point Farms celebrated Thanksgiving and Halloween on the same weekend. That was a blast. We've never celebrated Halloween at a provincial park before. It was so cool. All the campsites being decorated. Very cool. Ontario Parks hasn't yet put out their list of Halloween celebration parks. So when they do that, we'll decide what dates, what park to go to. So that will be cool. And that pretty much wraps up our season.
Yeah.
That will be season 7.
Should be exciting. All new parks, a lot of new parks.
Yeah, a lot of new parks. And coming up, we are going to be putting out a video for de-winterizing your travel trailer. We put one out a few years ago, but it's time to update that. So we're going to put that out. And
oh, yes.
we kind of made a big purchase.
Yes.
Something we can't really afford, but we bought it anyway.
Yes.
I'm not going to say right now what it is, but we will have a video unveiling what it is. Some of you have already figured out.
Good for you.
You've told us when at the RV shows that you've kind of figured it out. And so that's pretty cool. You're very observant people. So we'll have that reveal. So we will see you in the next video.
We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Camping with the Coles. Let's go! Let's explore Ontario parks. So much to see and do. Your adventure awaits. Cheryl and Ben will guide the way. Camping with the Coles. Let's go!